Florida Gators. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida's offense will take the first swing of the game. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse, too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
That is crazy.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. The give to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. Oh, look out. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gator. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So Texas A&M's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship.
Yes, sir.
I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. They just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
Secures it at the 30. He's got great speed.
Get out of there.
The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
He leaves it with his back. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Knocked down after a pickup of 6, and they're trying to impose their will in the red zone. Ball's at the 13. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Got enough space. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch them off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
Got it back on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. He gets a block. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
The Gators moving quickly to the line.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him.
Lets it fly deep down.
Damn it. Why he ain't jump, bruh? Why he ain't jump? My trying to do it. Why he
It's all
ain't
about
jump,
making plays.
bruh?
This guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. Trying play action. Flushed out of the pocket. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Plows through the defense. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll give it to the back. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. That turned out to be a free play with the offsides penalty. They'll wave it off and the touchdown counts. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Lawrence. Feeling some heat. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I think that shows you the experience of the quarterback there. His primary target wasn't open, so he didn't panic. Even though he was getting hit, he was still able to find his check down and find some positive yards.
No.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Aggies are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll throw it on first down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
He'll off one deep down the left side.
No, man.
It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Wide receiver shows motion. Leaves it with the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Coming after it. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Aggies headed quickly to the line. Scanning the field, it's Lawrence. Fires one high and deep.
No, how did he get that?
And they'll finally
what the fuck are you reaching for, man?
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And
now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. He's got it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense is able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. On second down, looking to throw.
Man, no, he's terrible there, man. I gotta move him, man. He cannot play, man.
Nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into
Jesus, he
the half, I know
can't play,
you're trailing,
man.
but build some momentum. Maybe the second half, we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
And back to the air on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Gators decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out.
Yeah, still 3 on.
They'd love nothing better than to add a 3 ball here before the break. That is no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will kick it away to crank up the second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game.
God, he getting
getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
And hold on, he had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his tight end. Ripping through the defense. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. On the move and looking deep. They intercept it.
Ready for the
Made
short.
the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Line gets set, 1st down. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stint, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard in this running back.
The Gators want to crank the tempo.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the...
Going to take a shot. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Trailing by 3 touchdowns, if you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession again. The offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Lawrence. Get it out on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes a move. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Gators come to the line in the hurry-up. Fast motion from the offense. Trying to find his man on first down. He's right on target. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He'll pull it down. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's going to pass. Got the quick pass.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass.
Oh, what a
And
tackle.
he's wrestled to the ground.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you can tell the cornerback is up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. And they swarm him under. And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Florida! And the punishment has been extended. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field. There's nothing you can do.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Second down coming up. Looking for a man. It's Lawrence. Now he's going to break the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And he intercepts it. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Gators! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete...
Oh, my God.
And he breaks into the open. Powers through. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Fires to the wideout.
Damn,
It's complete.
see it.
And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He wants to take the top off. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Touchdown, Florida! And the route is on. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Immediately fires to the middle. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
He came into this year with big expectations.